Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Trishita Reads. I am Trishita and today I will be sharing my very questionable financial decisions with you because I have got a lot of books during the Amazon Prime Day sale that happened a few days before. This is the amount of books that I got during the Amazon Prime sale and I am so excited to share the books that I got during this sale. So let's start with the video. Amazon Prime Day sale had some amazing offers going on and I got all of these books under 5,000 rupees. In total, I have 17 books and I have finally filled my whole shelf. There is not a single book space and I am completely broke. I couldn't control myself to unbox the books because I wanted to check whether all of these books are original or not, because nowadays Amazon is also selling pirated books. So I was really concerned about the money I have spent. I don't want to spend a single penny on any pirated books. I saw that all of the books were fortunately original. One seller that I absolutely trust on when it comes to buying original books from Amazon is Coco Blue Retail. So if you are concerned about buying books from Amazon that may look pirated, please check who the seller is, and if the seller is Coco Blue, then definitely go for the books. This is a small tip that you can consider while buying books from Amazon because we don't support pirated books here. We don't support piracy in this channel. So the first book that I got in this haul is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, and look how beautiful and vibrant the cover is. I have heard so many good things about this book and people are raving about this book so much on the internet, so I thought of giving this book a try. I am not a romance girly per se, but I am trying to read more of romance novels, and these kind of books are great when I am in a reading slump or when I am not motivated enough to start reading a new book. And I have heard that this book has a love triangle thing going on. Also, this book has enemies to lovers. So the main character of this book is Liz, and she is a hopeless romantic and she wants a happily ever after with her long-time crush Michael. However, there are sparks flying between Liz and Wes, but she hates Wes. Wes is a cute but infuriating boy next door, and she knows that Wes is not a boyfriend material, but she somehow starts having feelings for him. In this book, I am very excited to read about the unpredictable self-discovery of Liz, and I guess this book is perfect for anyone who has a crush on somebody. So yes, I am super excited to read this book. The next two books are from the same author and both of them are part of a series, Daughter of the Pirate King and the sequel, Daughter of the Siren Queen by Tricia Levenseller. I have bought these books just because of the cover, and can you blame me? Look how beautiful the covers are. I am a sucker for YA novels because YA novels hit the spot all the time for me. The character developments present in these novels are absolutely phenomenal. This series is a YA fantasy series. The main character of this book is 17-year-old Alosa. She goes on a mission to find a hidden map that will lead her to a legendary treasure. To go on this journey, she has a plan. She conceals her identity and gets captured by the enemies to find a way to their ship. She knows that she is more than a match for this ruthless pirate crew, but there is someone on that ship that can ruin all her plans, and his name is Raiden. Raiden is the unfairly attractive first mate, but Alosa is confident enough that she can find everyone and finally find the legendary treasure. It has been a long time that I have read a voyage adventure, so I am super excited to start this series and dive into this world. The next book that I got is from the same author, Tricia Levenseller, and the book's name is The Shadow Between Us. How cute the cover is. I mean, Tricia, if you are watching this video, who is designing your covers? Who? And whoever is designing your covers is doing such a great job because this is art. This is beauty. When I read the blurb of this book, two words came to my mind: ambition and love. So the story of this book is about Alessandra, who has been overlooked by everyone throughout her life, but secretly she is very ambitious. She plans to woo, marry, and then kill the Shadow King to take his kingdom. But before her marrying the Shadow King, an assassination attempt happens on the king, and now her main motive now becomes to save the king till the time she can marry him and become the queen. But she is struggling. She is struggling to not lose her heart to the Shadow King. I am so excited to read the power dynamics between these two characters. When the main character is a villainous queen, I am hooked. I am absolutely hooked. The next books are all over the internet and you definitely have heard about these books. I am talking about the Maple Hills series by Hannah Grace. I got the first two books, Icebreaker and Wildfire. I do not end up liking popular books, but I also wanted to try my first ever hockey romance, which I am very excited about. I guess these two books follow different stories. In this book, we have Anastasia and Nate. Anastasia is a competitive figure skater and she gets full scholarship in University of California at Maple Hills, while Nate is the captain of the hockey team in the same university. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, they have to share the same rink and obviously sparks start flying, but Anastasia is confident that she cannot fall in love with a hockey player, right? This sounds like a very cute college hockey romance. I will be definitely reading this book in the month of August. This book follows a different couple, Ross and Aurora, and one thing I must tell, the female leads of these books have such beautiful names. Ross and Aurora meet at a university party and sparks start flying instantly. They end up spending the night together, but when Ross woke up, he saw that Aurora has already gone and he realized that he has not asked for her full name. So even though Russ was really interested to talk to her, he does not know who Aurora really is until they meet at a summer job that they have taken to escape the Maple Hills for the summers. There is one rule in that job: no staff fraternizing. Sparks start flying between them, instantly keeping in mind their history, but Ross doesn't want to go home early and Aurora has always been a rule breaker. These two books have such different plots. I guess both of these books can be read as standalones. I am super pumped to read both of these books. The next book that I got is also a very famous series, and it is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. After reading the Inheritance Games series, Jennifer Lynn Barnes has become my auto-buy author, and I have a lot of expectations from this book. This book has kids who have superpowers and they are used by the FBI to crack infamous cold cases. This sounds like a perfect book I want to pick on a lazy weekend with my cup of cold coffee and binge read. I guess I will be doing exactly that. Also, am I delusional or does my dress kind of matches the cover of this book? The next two books are from the same author, Ella Mace, and I got Charlie, Love and Clichés and To Hate Adam Connor. One thing that I am realizing that I got a lot of romance novels in this haul, which I am very happy about. Maybe I am entering my romance reading era. This book is about Charlie, who works in her dad's company, but her dad never considers her to be very serious. But Charlie, on the other hand, always goes an extra mile to please the clients. At the end of the day, her dad always favors her sister. So Charlie is not even surprised when her dad brings in someone to take over her and her team. But there is a twist. Her new boss is someone she went out with years ago, and due to embarrassment, she wants to hide under the desk. However, this guy doesn't remember her at all. I cannot even imagine myself in that situation ever in my life. This book will definitely be very interesting to read. To Hate Adam Connor is about Adam and Lucy. Adam Connor is a renowned TV actor who has recently been divorced and is a single dad, and Lucy lives next door. Lucy is attracted to Adam and she one day can't help with her stalking skills. She goes and tries to stalk Adam, but on that very day, some incident happens at Adam's home and Lucy has to intervene. Because of that, Adam gets to know that Lucy is stalking him and she gets her arrested. After that incident, Adam and Lucy become rivals. However, Adam owes Lucy so much and Lucy also is attracted towards Adam, and this will be very interesting to see how these two transcend from enemies to lovers. The next book is the sequel to a very famous book, and I am talking about Aristotle and Dante Discovered the Secrets of the Universe. I won't be talking about the plot of this book because since it is a sequel, I don't want to spoil anything even by mistake for the people who have not read Aristotle and Dante Discovered the Secrets of the Universe. And if you are one of them, please go and read that book because that book will change your perspective towards young adult romances. This author's writing feels like flow of poetry and I am so excited to dive into this world. I am scared also because I don't want to ruin my experience of the first book because if this book does not land properly, but yeah, I am so happy that I got this book. The next book we have is again a romance and its name is The 7 Years Slave by Ashley Poston. The main character of this book is Clementine West, and 6 months ago something really bad happened in her life that made her decide one thing: to stay focused only in her work, to stay busy and take no risks. Her plans are disrupted when she finds a strange man sitting on her kitchen with the perfect pie recipe. This man was a man of her dreams, a guy she could have fallen in love with if the incident did not happen 6 months before. But there is one catch. This guy lives in the past, exactly 7 years ago. This plot seems interesting and confusing at the same time, and Clementine is also very confused. But will she take the risk to love this impossible thing again? I have heard so much about this book that When I saw this book on an offer in Amazon, I was like, yes, I have to get this book. If I will get only one book, then I will get this one only. So you can see how happy and excited I am to finally get my hands on this book, and I am super excited to start reading this. The next book has a very funny title, and the book's name is How to Kill Men and Get Away with It by Katie Brent. I have heard that this story is super twisted. It has friendship, love, and murder. I got this book just because of the title, but I have also heard very good things about this book. The story of this book revolves around Kitty Collins. There was a guy from the nightclub who was following her everywhere, who wouldn't leave her alone. Kitty's intention was not to kill him, but when she did, despite all the mess she made, she got away with it. And from there, her addiction started. This book has the potential of being a 5-star read for me, and I cannot wait to start reading this book. Next up, I have The Stolen Heir and The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black. I did read only one book by Holly Black before, and the book's name is The Cruel Prince, and it was a mediocre read for me, but it was not bad also. So when I saw these two books on sale, I got hand on these two books also. These books explores the themes of trust, revenge, and complexities of relationships in a magical and dangerous quest. This quest can destroy both the main characters of the first book, who are Oak and Suren. I don't know if you pronounce Suren as Suren, because in fantasies it becomes really easy to pronounce names in a wrong way. So if I'm doing anything wrong, if I'm pronouncing anything wrong, please rectify me in the comments down below. One thing I have learned after reading one book by Holly Black is the fantasy she writes is very easy to dive into, plus her writing style is also very easy to understand. So I am really pumped up to start both of these beautiful books with beautiful covers. I bought this next book just because of the title, and the book's name is Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Millers. I have heard that this book is heartbreaking, and I am kind of scared to start this book, but the plot sounds really interesting. So the story is set in New York, and the two main characters of this book are Cleo and Frank. This book has age gap relationship. Frank is 20 years older than Cleo. This book is all about spontaneous decisions that can change your life and imperfect relationships born from perfect moments. I so want to see how the character arc of both Cleo and Frank are in this novel. I don't know what happens in this book, but there is also a concept of sugar daddy in this. I want to see how this spontaneous decision of getting married ruins their lives, what happens to both Cleo and Frank. And yes, I am really excited to start this book. The next book is a very heartwarming Japanese translated novel, and its name is Days at Morisaki Bookshop, because I was lucky enough to grab my hands on the arc of More Days at Morisaki Bookshop, kindly sent to me by HarperCollins. So I wanted to read Days at Morisaki Bookshop first and then start with More Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. And since these books are about books and bookstores, I am really excited to read about Morisaki Bookstore. These books have the potential of being 5-star reads for me, and whenever I will be feeling blue, I will pick these books up. My jaw is hurting because I have been recording for a long time and I am talking non-stop for a long time, because this haul is really big for me. I do not buy so many books at a single time. I think I have to go on a book buying ban. But before that, I have the final book from this haul, and the book's name is Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. One thing that I really found funny in this cover is there is a small comment by Ali Hazelwood, and she is saying that the true crime is not reading this novel. This story is about Phoebe Walls, and many of us can relate with her because most of us are suckers of true crimes. By true crime, I mean listening to the case studies or watching documentaries related to true crimes, not doing the deed. Just giving a disclaimer. She is a PhD candidate and she is struggling to write her paper. Also, she is going through a lot. She has gone to Florida during the summers to clear her childhood home because she has recently lost her father and she cannot handle any relationships now. Plus, she has not been in any relationship for years. On the other hand, there is her new neighbor Sam Denning, and she assumes that he is a serial killer. During the morning, Sam is all dressed up to go to work and be the businessman, but during the nights, the deeds he does is very questionable. Soon, Phoebe realizes that Sam is more scarier than she thought him to be. He is a genuinely nice guy who can pierce her armor and take her heart away. This book sounds to be absolutely perfect. I guess this book was a cherry on top for my book haul. Since I have bought so many books, my concentration for now will be to just read and not buy a single book until a section of my shelf is cleared at least. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. This was my first book haul video in this channel and I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of these books. If you like the haul, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot. I know that this is not a lot, I mean this is nothing, but I am so close to 50 subscribers and I cannot even imagine that 50 people have subscribed to my channel. I am super happy, I am super overwhelmed, and thank you so much for supporting me guys. Please subscribe and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.